Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm happy to see so many of you awake and not hungover from being up late last night. Happy New Year to you, Mark. No one you know. Cami Style, Moi, Nicolina, Lily Rochelle, Tammy Clips, Happy New Year. Burnt Popcorn, bless you. Good morning and Happy New Year to you. British Chippy, Gary, and I said Burnt Popcorn. Hey, Callie Marie, Julie. Back to the basics. Here we go. Mrs. Fletcher, Happy New Year. So good to see all of you back, girl. So I wanted to I'll wait for a few more people to come in, but I have something to show you all. Hey, Corinne. Sure. Let's get this bus going. I like this time I put the bus up so you all know where to gather. Hey, Carrie. Happy New Year, Leo. All right. Few more folks in here and we'll get you to the hey SoFlo Mama. Christmas decor down today. I should be doing that. Hey, Pointer Lover. Miss Liverbird. Hey, Christina. Happy New Year to you and Polish and everybody. I'm going to give an overall Happy New Year so we don't have to keep saying it. I felt that way with Christmas. I'm like, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Hey, Divinely Guided and Liz. So you know how people, not people, you know how pathetic potatoes that spend way too much time staring at me and watching my every move has really gotten creepy. I imagine they look something like this. Well, they're telling everybody to go ahead and report me, claiming that I've had ban evaders, ban evaders on my panel. So I did the favor for everybody who's ever been told that, and I reached out to YouTube. So I started off, hello, join the conversation, all that good shit. Happy New Year. They write back, hi, Happy New Year. I said, I was wondering if a creator loses their platform and their account becomes banned, are they still allowed to be a guest on others' channels? Thanks for raising your concerns. Let me check this for you. In regards to your concern, first, it is the creator's discretion on whom they want to include in their content. Additionally, it is the channel that is being terminated, removed, or banned in the platform, not the owner. So I then write, okay, thank you. So my channel is not at risk for hosting a banned channel owner. Thank you. They wrote, you're welcome. Then they said, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. So it does turn out, you shisty TOS fraudulent reporters that break TOS all day but want to point your filthy little fingers at others. There is no risk in hosting somebody who has lost a channel. I don't know how many times we have to go over this, but there's no risk. Happy New Year, Justin. So as it states here, it is the channel that is removed, not the owner. So there is no risk. So if somebody has lost a channel and they are a banned creator, they are absolutely beautiful photo, absolutely allowed to host them on your channel. It is up to you who you host, not YouTube. I'm sorry. They also say this in regards to your question about being guests. Are you referring to being with the person in single content? So I said, yes, just on the channel one time. Thanks for confirming. Then they say, in regards to your concern, first, it is the creator's discretion on whom they want to include in their content. Additionally, it is the channel that is being terminated, removed, or banned in the platform, not the owner. Not the owner. You know why? Because they don't know who's behind. They don't know Christine is pristine. If they remove Christine, they don't know that's Christine. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she is. Matter of fact, we just played her own voice clips the other day saying as much. So I don't know. I don't think they'll hush up, Justin, because I think that is people's favorite argument and cheap way to try to remove channels until it comes back to them. And then they, they don't like TOS happy trigger finger people. You do remember correctly, Hippie Sissy. If anybody else remembers the way Hippie Sissy and Ann remember, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. So today we are going back to 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. I saw somebody again saying it the other day, Mama Bear, don't ever come in my chat again. But I love the idea that people really think that I intentionally lied about my age. Like nobody else has ever forgotten their age. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry that I'm not a self-absorbed narcissist who thinks my birthday should be celebrated throughout the entire month and everybody should go bankrupt to support me. But yeah, it was a mistake. I accident like I literally thought, I even Googled it, thought I was turning 34. I do apologize, I'm 35. Also, for the idiots in the back, 35 is not too old to have a child. And I think it's gross that people would even write that. But whatever, bless it. I forget, burp popcorn. It is what it is. Excuse me, Al. Happy 2024 to you. I forget mine all the time. I have to do a quick calculation. Right. Like, I'm sorry. Think I am always off a year. I'm old, period. To be clear, Mama Bear with tutus. Yeah. Not only do I forget my age, but I want to forget my age. I feel like I'm still young. You know what I mean? So I didn't intentionally forget. I mean, a year really doesn't make a big difference. It's just a whole bizarre idea that these people think. I've often mentioned I was born in 88. Um, the only reason people know my age is because I've shared it. I've shared my birthday throughout the years. So do I really think I'm going to get away with lying about my age? It was a mistake. It wasn't intentional. That's so goofy that these people harp on the goofiest of things. And meanwhile, some of you forget to act your age, because I was shocked to find out some of you are like 50, 55, and you really come out here acting like a 12-year-old. So all these creators, panel guests, like voices, go in all red alert as soon as a band creator comes up with "end alive, restart the stream," have been talking out their ass. Yes, per usual, High Plains. Per usual. My mom had me at 36, brother at 39. You're not too old. I said that with confidence. Hey, Alexa, tell me how old I am, bitch. If you once lied about your age, you wouldn't have dropped the year you were born. I know. That's what I'm saying. They only know that I had the wrong age, which again shows how stalkerish they are. Oh my God, Granny's lying, saying she's 34 when she's 35. Holy shit. I mean, I can see whatever. So there's that. So, yes, for the ones in the back of the room, I spoke with Team YouTube this morning. It is a real person. I made sure of that by saying Happy New Year. And that was the response back. They also ended it with a Happy New Year and gave me a very beautiful quote. And lastly, please do me a favor to stay positive no matter what life would bring. Bye for now. But I did ask, if somebody loses their platform, their account becomes banned, are they still allowed to be a guest on other channels? And in short, the answer is yes. If the channel is being terminated, removed, or banned in the platform, not the owner. So save your little pointy fingers. Hey, CJ, Happy New Year. The ones that scream TOS are the ones that break them. Yeah, I don't know. Anti-Semitic content is very, it should be, with everything going on in Palestine, Israel. The fact that YouTube is allowing somebody to continuously spew their anti-Semitic slurs blows my mind, but maybe YouTube should be made aware of that. My daughter's 32. I'm stopped at 29. 30s are young, 40s still pretty young. Listen, it is it is all, as I've gotten older, I've realized the number is really nothing. It is your mind. People, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? Age number is just a number. Age is just a number. Some of you are so ridiculous with the things you harp on. Everyone says that. I would invite MGL to come on once a week if I were you. I don't even think she's still around. I think she would come on now. Hey, Mrs. Colombo. Hey, Beth. 50 is the new 40. They say that every year. I'm stuck. It's both extremes, anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim, is gross, and usually is coming from the same people. Facts. It's just, you gotta love when people are like, Granny's such a pathological liar. She lied about her birthday or about her age. And it's like, oh, you got me there. Shoot. Bust it. It is her, Mark. She likes to come in my chat every now and then and like participate, but then goes in these other chats and just totally trashes me. Hey, One Red Rose. So we are taking the bus today. Let me get this off the screen. Everybody got this? You guys clear on this? That you're allowed to host somebody who is technically banned? Facts, Tammy. I'm just an idiot who forgot my birthday, forgot what age I am. I'm sorry. Hey, Jones, and good morning, Cass. Put a one in the chat if this is clear that you were absolutely allowed to host somebody who is considered ban evading. For every year, my mom says she's turning 50. I mean, come on. It's not that I did it jokingly. I really thought I was turning 34. You think I'd put out a thing with such confidence? Just knowing that I have these people that stalk my entire life. They want my fucking DNA. You think I'm going to intentionally lie about 1 year of how old I'm turning? I mean, come on. All right, we got some ones. We're good on this. Everybody's good on this. All right. All right. Save your reports. So I went to Natasha's this morning to try to get her photo for my thumbnail, and it turns out her channel was removed again. According to an idiot over there, 35 is too old to have children, and Percocets are hard drugs. Percocets are hard drugs. And if you take Percocets, your intestines are rotted and you can't give birth at 35 being somebody who's taken Percocets because they're hard drugs and they've rotted your organs. This is also coming from the same group that thinks that I'm going to go to jail because Nicolina is going to go after Titi. They think that's going to put me in jail. Let me just mute for a minute. I'm sorry. They really said that shit. They said that, said it an angry herd, not even heard, after TT is going to link Randy in jail. Bless it, people. Bless it. Right, Kaylee. But we're talking about a bunch of racist, bigots, pieces of shit. I'm sorry, Mark. She's not so sweet to me. I'll be 56 next month. Maybe she is sweet and just has the wrong idea of me based on who she follows, but that's okay. Oh, what's wrong? Well, she's so thankful to have 10 extra troll accounts in her chat, Nicolina, because her fellow 5 were getting repetitive. Welcome, Pointer Lover. Welcome back. I'm so grateful to have you back. Drunk driving, I don't know. You had your first at 39? I'm pretty sure the person who heart reacted that had a child very late in life. Nicolina! That's his future memory. Well, I'm with you. I'm just going to blame YouTube too. Hell. I'm not one of those people that's ever been big on my birthdays. I at a very young age, at 18, I was a mother. You know what I mean? So everything it was always about my children, my kids. It was never about myself. This idea that they got me in some big, bold, crazy lie. It's like, shut up, idiots. Just like saying just diagnosed 2 days in a row means you're lying because you couldn't be just diagnosed. These people are so goofy. Hope this year is full of happiness. Amen, Joneson. Amen. Hey, my Melody. No, she doesn't, Seashell. She's just acting brave. Just acting brave. That's all. Right. It's just another day. All right. So there was some good dramas. Good dramas last night. Today we are going to take a trip to the I try to match up everybody's little thumbnail with what I think of them, like what comes to mind and what they represent. I think I'm correct in believing that one of them has a a lake house they go to, but I don't know. I don't pay that much attention. So Natasha Cooper, you all familiar? You guys know this lady? You passed out 10 p.m.? I went to sleep. I took a little nap and then woke up so that I could be up with the kids. I say that with my whole motherfucking chest. You can tell when people are trying to be like Natasha, like suddenly their accents are heavier and they're all like Billy Badass. It's like the way I see it is a train wreck waiting to happen, and Nicolina is here to derail it. That's what I think. Hope you get your voice back to normal. What's wrong with your voice, girl? 8:30 with my 2-year-old grandbaby. Oh, what a blessing, Becky. Okay, so we're familiar. Is she still around? Well, as of today, no, but she was as of last night. You know how that goes for her. I don't think she has a channel anymore either. Made it to midnight. All right, so we're going to come on over. Now, we're not fans of each other, and I'm not playing this content because I think they're such wonderful people, but because it's the only place I can find what was going on. Cuzzo got a channel. Cuzzo got a channel. How many times has NC lost channel now? I have Voices seems to keep count. You know, I'm sorry, I can't even keep count of how old I am, let alone how many channels Natasha Cooper has lost. But Voices got that number down pat. Speaking of which, I saw Voices say that I went real life by contacting somebody's courthouse to find out about a court date. Not only was Angela and Titi involved in that, they were very, very involved in that. But the reason that was done is because they were lying and saying that there wasn't a court date, that the date for his court was a simple trap to get me so they could arrest me. Which is absolutely ludicrous, but they lie with such confidence that I called the courthouse to confirm that. And of course, that wasn't true. They were lying. But then again, these are also the people that claims that this guy was in a coma when he was actually in jail for beating his third partner. So there's that. I was never a fan because of NC scheming for the casino. That's on her. Yeah. Yeah, my melody. So the fact that Voices like put that together and was like, Granny, go in real life. Yeah, you know what I mean? First off, these are the same people that contacted my probation officer when I had one, that had mass calling going to my police station, that claimed that if I stepped foot in New Jersey, I was going to be arrested. So there's like a whole story behind that. And I'm sure when Voices falls out with them eventually, but right now she can't because she has their dirty secrets that he's still beating her. She'll be speaking, you know, telling the truth about those situations. In the meantime, we just have to listen to these people lie for each other and act like they don't know better. But anybody that was here knows that that phone call was very warranted because these people were lying about me. Oh, thank you, Christine. Appreciate that. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. All right, cool. Happy New Year, good nun, yeah. Miss Lee, we're all going to prison 2024. All right, so let's get over to the drama. So, in recent events, facts, they told me I couldn't go into the state. They said that it was a trap to arrest me. It's ridiculous. So I called to confirm that that's not true. And I think I have every right to do that. I think if you don't want people calling these type of places, stop lying on these type of places. You know what I'm saying? So a few days ago, facts, a few days ago, Natasha found out that Starlight was speaking poorly about her in a Discord. Natasha apparently was told this by Randy. Now, there are a lot of us who knew from the jump that Natasha did not have screenshots. Put a 1 if you knew that Natasha didn't have screenshots. We knew she didn't have screenshots because she would have plastered them on the screen. So, of course, Starlight's like, well, I didn't even say anything horrible about you. I just said, I think this is bullshit, the way you keep going after a particular person. Well, Natasha makes it this big deal, and she tells Randy that if you keep your friend Starlight as a mod, I won't be supporting your channel. And that's what Natasha always does. Natasha always did this thing. Well, she says it herself. You'll say it. So Randy ended up apologizing to the ladies that she's been friends with for years and for, you know, speaking on what was taking place in the Discord. Well, that set Natasha off, and came the "You Find Out Who Your Friends Are" song. And Natasha legitimately starts crying that she has no friends, which is actually kind of sad. Not even being a smartass. Yeah, I'd rather hold on. Let me play this one. Wait, which one? All right. Sucks when you find out who your friends are. You find out who your friends aren't. Oh, you know what? When you're trying to report me for hosting a Band Invader and you keep posting the links to a Band Invader, hey, which one do you think's worse? Yeah, I like when she brought up that she doesn't want to bring him in it. This is very fitting for like, may the odds forever be in your favor, evilness. Happy New Year, Kelly. Hey, Alicia. Maybe if you realize that you should reflect and wonder why. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I adore you, Mrs. Colombo. I was going to have just a matter of time. I was just waiting for it. Yeah, me too.
And as most of you know, last night they had to take her to the emergency room. They were there until almost 4 o'clock this morning. Antibiotic is already is. He absolutely loves those little puffs for kids. So she's back to eating puffs. Good, but this is good news in that she is on.
I think she's talking about her grandchild, and I do hope she feels better. I'm not
huge
even
part grandchildren play, and when they're little like this and they can't talk and they can't tell you what's wrong with them, it is absolutely the most helpless feeling, and it's awful. And seeing how pitiful she was last night before, but I very heavily. And then I am going to leave it
Here
in
we
2023. Tomorrow is the start of a brand new year, and I have a lot of plans. I'm so sorry, Willow. For my channels, for myself, and it just is what it is.
It just is what it is, what it isn't. And she always reminds herself that she trusts no one, has no true friends on YouTube, but then whines she is tired of being a good friend to those that are disloyal to her. Declaration number 587. That's why she doesn't go to other channels. And she just stays at hers. And no one ever backs her up. And 2 seconds later, I don't need no friends. Wash, rinse, hit casino, repeat. There's the website. I have no idea who's speaking now. Yeah, she's a band creator. I will say, if you were someone's friend, you shouldn't talk shit on them. Starlight should have told her she had a problem. Cold as ice, she didn't have a problem. All she said is, I disagree with what she's doing, is my understanding. But I get what you're saying, too.
I'm going to tell you how I feel about the situation and where I'm at with it. And y'all are adults. You can make your own decisions and do whatever you feel that you need to do. And I know that
that's why some
people are not going to agree with me talking about this. I know that some people aren't going to agree with what I'm saying and how I'm feeling. And that's fine. That's what makes the world go round. But I'm not going to hide my hurt, which is basically what it is, to make somebody else more comfortable. Why should I do that?
What? Be good? I hope you feel better. I don't know what you wrote at the end.
Why should I do that? So I have a new fund too, by the way. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It is my dumpster fire fund because this place is a dumpster fire. So
shocker. Dumpster fire fund. All right. Hey, Laura. Hey, RC. I like the idea that people say that yeah, she sure did, cold as ice. I like the idea that people say Natasha only does funds because she's not monetized. Natasha did funds prior to not being monetized. Dozens of funds. Dozens. That's not new.
If you would like to leave me a tip because you enjoy the channel, you enjoy me, you enjoy the entertainment, whatever. Tips and donations are very much appreciated. All right. So most of you know the situation that happened with Randy and Hello Starlight and this whole debacle. I did not listen to
this is
Randy's stream the other night because I was live at the same.
What happened? I can't hear her. Oh, I turned my volume down. I'm sorry. So I just seen this. Somebody just sent me this. Word is she was or it. No, never mind. I won't do that. Hey, Kraken. Happy New Year's. Sorry, I had this playing. Wasn't listening.
Very much appreciated. All right. So most of you know the situation that happened with Randy and Hello Starlight and this whole debacle. I did not listen to Randy's stream the other night because I was live at the same time she was. So I did not know what was said, and I didn't listen to it until Friday morning. And I'm going to be honest with you, I wish I hadn't have listened to it. To give you a little bit of backstory about how this all came about and what happened, I have had several people either message me or send me emails about Starlight over the last few weeks. One of them sent me screenshots of them talking crap about me in the Discord. Randy is not the person that sent me the screenshots. However,
who believes that she actually got several emails and got screenshots? Because I think even Starlight even said herself, it's a very small circle of people in her Discord, and they've all been friends for a long time. I don't believe she has any screenshots at all. I don't believe that one bit. I don't believe she's received several emails. I believe she had one phone conversation with Randy where Randy mentioned, like, oh, and Starlight said this, and Natasha ran and made it this big thing, thinking it was going to be her moment. Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Last week, I was talking to Randy about something else, and she tried to call me. And I'm going to get to that, Jay.
Your 50-50
phone rang, I saw her message, and she asked me not to mention it, that she didn't want anybody to know, and but that she needed to tell me that Starlight was not my friend, because she had heard me say on one of my lives that I considered Starlight a friend.
Oh.
Then she called me, and she told me why she felt that way, and what Starlight had said about me in the Discord.
Now, my understanding is Starlight didn't say like horrible shit. She just said like, I think she should back off. I think this is getting bad. Lots of people are banding. I could honestly care less about that. I don't ever believe when all these people say they get emails and SS that, do you remember somebody said before that they got dozens of emails about me? So they were hosting a panel to invite everybody up to speak against me. And it was like the same one old, tiresome, toothless person. You know what I mean? Georgia.
Well, I already knew from the previous people that she had been talking trash about me. So when Randy told me, it just confirmed what I'd already been told. And it hurt. It hurt to know that somebody who I considered a friend, who I had gone to bat for, not because she asked me to, but because I felt like I needed to, felt like I should, because it was the right thing to do, because
I don't recall her ever going to bat, but I do recall Starlight going to bat for Natasha. I do recall that.
thought she was my friend. To know that somebody who I thought was my friend, that this is how they actually felt about me, hurt. It hurt. So Randy asked me not to mention her name, and of course I had no intention of it, and I didn't. But I told her that I was going to go live because this was an issue that she wasn't the first person to tell me about this, and it needed to be addressed. So I did. The next thing I know, Randy sending me a message telling me she has admitted to them that she told me about the Discord because they wouldn't lay off of her, and they knew that she would tell the truth.
Well, that is good that she admitted to them. I think she should admit to them. This way they're not all side-eyeing each other on who was giving out information. Well, you weren't around. Granny is out there. What? What's out there? Lil PSA is not Starship first rodeo. She wants to be a Billy Badass, but isn't able to handle repercussions. Just my opinion with what I've witnessed over time. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a fan of Starlight by any means. Natasha's hurt. Natasha hurt. Damn, she privated it. You're weak, Natasha. You're a weak one, Natasha Cooper. She privated this stream. That's all right, because this way we get to hear Starlight's responses anyway.
Thank you so much for your guidance, authority check.
I'd rather hear it. It did play. I'd rather hear from Starlight, who's going to be honest anyway. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd rather hear Starlight, who's sensible and honest about what's going on, instead of, the crying and that was me bullshit that you do all the time.
Part though, the whole community over there, not just your chat, and how I view people who gatekeep or
Let's be honest. The only reason Natasha did this is because she wanted to withdraw support from Starlight, and when Randy didn't go along with Natasha's, last backdoor Starlight bullshit, that's when Natasha had a problem. Because Natasha thought without a doubt that she had the power over Randy to get Randy to dish these ladies who have been her friends for years for her.
Tell people they can or can't go somewhere.
That's what Natasha does.
Saddle up, motherfuckers. Giddy up, bitch. Hold on. Let me get myself.
Giddy up.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say I did not demand anything from anybody.
Nope.
What you fail to realize here, Natasha, is that unlike you, I know you're not able to make friendships or maintain friendships, and you can sit over there and try to convince Randy that I was never her friend, but I have been, quote, loyal to Randy for years. I have never
For legitimate years, unlike you, for legitimate years.
done anything to stab Randy in the back. I have not turned on Randy. I still care and love Randy very much. But yes, the Discord stuff was a problem that happened. It's not the end all be all of whatever. You know, it is what it is. I don't hate her for it. I honestly wish you would just show the shit. Since somebody's emailing it to you over there, go ahead and show it, Natasha.
Starlight, to be honest, cold as ice, Starlight is not dictating Randy by any means. It was Natasha that wanted Randy to choose, and Randy didn't. And Randy apologized to the ladies, her friends, for revealing things that were in the Discord. She wasn't wrong for doing that. I didn't hear Starlight tell Randy to make a choice. I actually heard the opposite. So I don't know what you heard or what makes you think that. I'm curious what makes you think that, but I didn't see that at all. That's not the way I took any of this.
What are you waiting for? You don't have anything to show. Quit lying to people or prove me wrong and show
Facts. She doesn't have anything.
So she has said things that I demanded an apology from Randy. I did not demand an apology from her whatsoever.
Demand.
That's ridiculous. I'm not going to demand an apology. Did I expect one? Kind of, yeah, because I would have gave the same in return if the situation was reversed. Randy, you know, we have made friendships over here. Hey, Punky. Hey, everybody coming in. And I know that's very hard for you to understand, Natasha, but Randy did what was right in this situation.
Who wants to bet that Potato blew up Natasha's phone to be like, Granny's playing your video right now. Private it. I guarantee that's exactly what happened. I'm sorry, Natasha. We got you. Thanks to Starlight.
Start a brand new year, and I have a lot of plans. For my channels, for myself, and
how do you have all these big plans for your channel when you're ban evading, Natasha? Your channel won't be here in a couple days. We all know this, but please continue.
It is what it is. I'm going to tell you how I feel about the situation and where I'm at with it. And you're adults. You can make your own decisions and do whatever you feel you need to do. And I know that some people are not going to agree with me talking about this. I know some people are going to agree with what I'm saying and how I feel, and that's fine. That's what makes the world around.
Oh yeah, that lady, man.
But I'm not going to hide my hurt, which is basically what it is, to make somebody else uncomfortable. Why should I do that? Why should I do that? So
I said it was private. Let me check. I highly doubt the channel just went down in the middle of. No, her channel's still there. She private it.
So if
definitely private.
Enjoy the channel, enjoy me, enjoy the entertainment.
Get them tips in. Get them donations in there.
Get Rapper out of here.
That happened with Randy.
How does he keep coming back? Can a mod get him? It's nothing new for those of us who have been around a long time, cold as ice. It's nothing new.
And post a lot and this whole bubble. I don't listen to Randy's ringing because I was live at the same time she was. So I did not know what
she pays me.
I didn't listen to it until Friday morning. And I'm going to be honest with you, I wish I hadn't listened to it.
I bet.
Give you a little backstory about how this all came about and what happened. I've had several people either message me or send me emails about Starlight over the last few weeks.
Show them. Nobody believes you. Please show me all this shit talk I've been doing, Natasha. You're so bothered over all this shit talk.
That's the craziest part is it wasn't shit talk. She wasn't like, oh, fuck Natasha, I can't stand her, blah, 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 blah. All she said is like, I think it's time to lay off pretty much. That's not verbatim, but you know.
I've been doing. Just scream.
Oh, Randy is not the person that sent me the screenshots. However, last week, I was talking to Randy about something else, and she tried to call me. And I'm going to get to that, Jay. I didn't make a phone ring, and I saw her message, and she asked me not to mention it, and that she didn't want anybody to know, and but that she needed to tell me that Starlight was not my friend. Because she heard me say on one of my lives that I consider Starlight a friend.
We heard all
already
this.
Knew from the previous people that she had been
full of shit, Natasha. Where is all this shit talk I've been doing? Where are these emails that probably don't have dates? I want to see the screenshots. Why won't you show us? Okay,
it's a good question.
Bullshit. Stop. You will be timed out for that. Don't come in here.
Look at what this person wrote. And this is why it's really concerning sometimes if you think about it. Hey, Earth, happy New Year to you as well, honey. This person wrote, what if a person said, hey, you want to drive my fancy fast car to a young, dumb kid, knowing they would probably speed and get blamed for the body in the back? Just saying, it would be a way to set him up. What? Are you people okay over there? What? You're comparing this to somebody saying, hey, want to drive my fast, fancy car with a body in the back? What the fuck is wrong with you people? That's the problem. Always taking it so serious.
Threatening any type of real life on anybody. I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
She can't
right?
do that, Batty.
Okay.
She is way too fragile. Read that, Natasha. You are way too fragile for the DC. You sit over there in that hug box, girl. You've created quite a big one.
I'm not the DC. I'm NC.
Big old hug box over there. Everybody can not crying. Stop.
Friend who I had gone to bat for, not because she asked me to, but because I felt like I needed to, felt like I should because it was the right thing to do.
I
because
know,
thought she was my
Gary.
friend. To know that somebody who I thought was my friend, but this is how they actually felt about me, hurt. It hurt. So,
Natasha, show the screenshots. Show what I said, because
That
I have
was
never
so hurtful.
gone at your weight. Like in the talking about in Discord or wherever the fuck you think you're getting screenshots from. I never went at you about anything other than your disgusting ass behavior. That's it. You want to act like I just like fucking ripped you apart in my Discord? No, ma'am. I don't think no. It's evolved.
but I told her that I wasn't going to go live because this was an issue that she was the first person that told me about this, and it needed to be addressed. So I did. The next thing I know, Randy sent me a message telling me she has admitted to them that she told me about the Discord because they wouldn't lay off of her and they knew that she would tell the truth.
Okay, let's correct that right here and now, Natasha. You need to really stop speaking for people.
She's going to correct it right here, right now. I think they're talking about the video Natasha played Anther. There's a video where a young man got pulled over and there was body in a trunk. He ended up murdering him. I've seen it. Oh, thank you, Megan. That makes more sense because the other thing was concerning. Thank you. I don't watch her, so I wouldn't have a clue. As someone for herself, it's concerning me that all these crazy bitches have Southern accents. Now, Alicia. Hey, Kathy. Happy New Year.
You want to sit up there and try to say Starlight was never your friend, Randy. Starlight, no, you're not a friend to Randy. You've been nothing but toxic to her. That's how I feel. That's my feeling. You're toxic to Randy. You're not good for her because all you've done is cause all this bullshit, Natasha. None of this shit wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. And because you thought it was a
well, Natasha did hop on the sin bus, that's for sure.
Good idea to go live. I was telling you that I am right for and up long before. So you Natasha, because she gave it. You can't.
I didn't really know what to say, but it is what it is, and so whatever.
Reminds me of her biggest idol.
Exactly who she was and what she thought about me when she came on the panel.
Yep.
And has continued
I don't know.
to do so since then with the strings that she's had trashing me and trashing Randy. Next thing I know, Randy has made an apology community post to everybody that she hurt. And I'm over here like, what the fuck is happening? Why is she apologizing? What is going on? So I asked her, and she said that she had broken the cardinal rule over in the DC, which is to not show private messages. So
the cardinal rule in the DC is to not show private messages. Sarah Jules, that's a good question. I keep hearing people say about Randy not being in a good head place, but if I recall that she was speaking about that happened a while back, which is the same thing that happened to me, but nobody gives me that respect or that fragile handle with care type of, I don't know. I keep seeing that a lot. Hey, Alex, I keep hearing that a lot about, that's why people aren't asking for accountability, which I don't want anybody to be in a bad place. And I think if YouTube has you in a bad place, the right thing to do is log off until you're in a better place. But I don't think that a friend that cares about you would add more to your plate knowing you're not in a good place either. So begs the question, was Natasha ever her friend? You know what I mean?
Why are you even talking about this?
Because it's
content. Are you that
good?
As we all know, how
that she had broken the cardinal rule over in the DC, which is to not show private messages. So she
okay, let me just clarify that for you, Natasha, because it's so hard for you to understand anything. Thank you. Yeah, she's the one putting Randy in a bad place. She should never have revealed Randy told her anything about what was said in private. Thank you.
That
you
I
got nobody to blame but yourself, Natasha. So this cardinal rule thing, what it really is that this Discord that you keep referring to, again, very small Discord. And the people,
I didn't know that, Coop, and I'm really sorry to hear that. Sincerely sorry. I mean, seriously, that's not good.
People that have been in that Discord have been in there for years, Randy being one of them. So when this happened, yeah, it was kind of an issue, but who made it an issue? You did, Natasha, by going live and trying to threaten me and shit with some fucking screenshots that I'm begging you to put out. All right, let's keep going.
She was apologizing to the people that she had hurt by telling me about them talking shit about me.
That's the magic of AI.
What did she just say? She heard her by
John
telling her people
Candy.
were talking about her.
It made absolutely no sense to me, and it still doesn't. Because she said they were demanding an apology, and then when they had this other stream, they demanded another apology, so then she had to delete the first one and personally apologize to Starlight to tell her she was sorry because she thought she hurt Starlight's feelings and all the other ones, and she cares about them and didn't mean to hurt them.
All right, then she wasn't demanded to do so. That's just ridiculous. She was demanded to apologize. No, she apologized because she's friends with them. People on Discord can send stuff to other people and then they send it out. It keeps going. Yeah, absolutely. That happens a lot. That does happen.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. But this is how I feel about the whole situation. If they were really your friends, they would not be demanding anything from you.
What?
We didn't demand it.
Friends expect accountability. Friends expect trust. They felt like theirs was broken. Come on.
Nobody demanded a damn thing. No
Happy
one
New
can
Year,
force
Mystic.
anyone on here to do anything that they don't want to do. Look, Randy gave an apology, Natasha. She owed us that as
She
her
did.
friend. Something
Yes.
you know nothing about. You know nothing about what it means to be a friend to someone in a group of people and do what's right. Apology.
Like they're better than everybody else. Like they have some moral code that nobody else does. At the end of the fucking day, y'all are the nastiest of the nasty. And y'all are doing the same fucking things that everybody else has done. You just hide it behind the scenes.
Prove it. Prove it, Natasha. I'm waiting. Prove it. Prove it. Kind of like how I never sent you Tracy's website or information. Where's all this dirty shit that we're doing?
Happy New Year, Gladys.
None of you are any better than anybody else. None of you are any better than anybody else. And you sure should have zero rhyme or reason to sit up on any panel and judge what somebody else says or does. None of you follow your own fucking rules unless it benefits you. And that's not
Okay.
And if it is something that you feel like you need to apologize for doing the right thing, so you need to tell me. Because Randy told
That's doing the right thing? Debatable.
me. Randy said that she would want to know if it was her. That's why she told me. If you really feel that way, then why the fuck are you apologizing for it? If you feel that
Now, there is one thing I agree with Natasha here, and many of you may not, and that's, okay. But I agree with Natasha that she's kind of getting like the backlash for what Randy did in a way, right? Like, imagine if it was you. So imagine if I called you up, CJ, and I said, hey, I heard you say that Zero Jules is your friend, but in Discord, she was saying X, Y, and Z about you. You're going to spike up a live probably and say, well, I hear you're talking shit. Disagree with NC. It's disgraceful. People don't always agree 100% of the time what you say or do. Yeah, but Natasha's saying like, well, she should have came to me with it. But at the same time, Natasha says, I don't give a fuck what you think. So is she really going to, like, how do you even approach somebody like Natasha and be like, yeah, I disagree with what you're saying? I mean, it's just goofy.
what you did was the right thing, then why are you apologizing?
No, she talks so slow. We sped her up.
Wow. Who do you think you are, Natasha? Like, seriously, who the fuck do you think you are?
I don't think
try to tell Randy what the fuck she should or
I'll be honest, I don't think Randy thought Natasha would say anything. You know what I mean? I think Randy thought she would just tell Natasha and Natasha wouldn't do anything with the information, but maybe watch her back or reconsider thinking she's close to her. I've absolutely held Randy accountable on this. I know Natasha isn't completely to blame. Yeah, she's not completely to blame for sure.
Shouldn't do without exactly doesn't understand. And you know what else? And I hope the ones in the I've seen her do it to people makes them scared. Oh, these people that
this is facts.
This is what Natasha does. I've seen her do it to people over and over and over and over again. She makes her subs choose and then makes them scared if they dare go where she doesn't want them to be. So
put a 1 in the chat if you're one of the people that have experienced that with Natasha. Either being shouted out for being somewhere that she didn't want you to be, was a friend or so-called panel guest that, was dismissed based on disagreeing with her. I think there's a lot of you in here. Yeah, there's a lot of yous. It definitely happens. Hey, True Texan, Happy New Year. Hey, Roddy, Happy New Year. One, seen it happen many times. One. There's going to be a ton of them. I know there will be. She's done that to many.
Counts, ladies.
She was treated horribly.
But I hope people over there that support both Natasha and Randy do continue to support both of them. We'll see what happens. Never walk away. Never walk over hot coals for anyone. I agree.
She shared it.
We're not talking about Rebel.
Wait, I'm pretty sure that Randy brought that here. No, but I have on Brittany's. Yeah, that clown. That's how we fell out because I said I couldn't do that when I was with Brittany. Sharing someone's screenshots that you consider friends to someone else because your friend talked bad about them. I don't get it. Why add that stress to yourself in all parties? Well, that's my thing. Like, if you tell somebody that a so-called friend was talking bad about them, you're hurting that person, not the so-called friend. Hey, 71. I've seen her do it so many of the years. Never personally, but definitely seen it. I just watch bits of her live sometimes and never speak, so can't be caught out, but I've never really bashed her anyways. Thank you, Doors. I'll check it out. Hey, Arvin. Happy New Year.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
She knows this. I am very hurt by this entire situation. Very hurt.
Very hurt.
Many people
I have
would
never.
do this to me. And that's not why I do it. I don't stand up for other people who have reciprocated because let's face it, I know it's not going to happen. We all
You stand up for people for content. Keep it 100 here. Let's stop the bullshit.
know it's not going to happen. Nobody on this platform is ever going to stand up for me because none of them are strong enough to handle the backlash. Because
Oh my God, you know how many times Randy stood up for you? That's absolutely ridiculous. So many times Starlight has stood up for you. Wow. Wow.
Not true. Not true, Natasha. I would have had no problem standing up for you. I'm just speaking for myself because I can't speak for other people. But you're a liability, ma'am.
You're a liability.
You go around. You're doing the most. Okay, you're over there doing the most. You dox people.
It is
You
sad.
pull up records. You know, all of the things that I'm not really okay with. And yeah, that's a you problem, Natasha. People don't take up for you because it's a you problem. You attack. I did at one time try person. Absolutely. I did. Maybe no one stands up for her because she's a shit person. Absolutely. There you go. Nailed it. People don't know what look. Yeah, that's true, Alma. She had lost some more channels than anyone. Yeah. Yep. And then it got. Hey, Jana.
Such a joke.
This is from
actually stand up for Natasha Cooper.
Look, I can't believe that. Looking at the chat, I can't believe Blues Girl's in her chat. These people ran around for like over a year and a half, like reporting Natasha, trying to get her channels down and blah, blah. And then they go running back because they have nowhere left to sit. It's so pathetic. And in that case, I'm with Natasha. Get the fuck out my chat. People don't defend Natasha because she's indefensible, but she doesn't talk about others in her royalty chat. Oh, bullshit. You mean the chat that hosts people's family members? Yeah. I still have that stream, by the way. That's hysterical.
Through all of this, I have gotten the blame for it. I have gotten the blame for it. It's my fault that Randy told me, and I said something about it after two other people had said something to me as well. I'm the bad person. Somehow.
Do you guys believe there was two other people? I thought she said earlier there were several emails. Now, there was two other people plus Randy. I do agree, though, that Natasha seems to be getting most of the... Well, really, is it backlash? I don't know. I mean, she kind of came out swinging at Starlight. Starlight swung back, and all Randy did was apologize. Is it really backlash? I don't know.
Now I have become the bad guy in this entire situation. And yes, there were comments left in Randy's chat speaking badly about me that were not deleted. Is one
right.
Oh, no. Oh, no. People say bad things about other people in chat. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Stop trying to control people, Natasha.
There is no one else. That's why Randy had to own it, because there was no one else who it could have been. So there is nobody else. There's not two other people. There's not screenshots. There's none of that. If you're banned from YouTube, well, you always get banned, and your newer channels may get removed. Most likely, eventually, yeah. Oh, she's going after Lanky Tour?
Tour directly. You have been after me since the whole wall debacle. And I will say this to you. Whatever fucking questions you have about fundraisers I've done,
this is my
answer. It's none of your fucking business. Betty, the only person that sucks is you. Run back to your little DC Pony Hub and shut the fuck up.
Pony Hub. Hey, AMD.
Your name is apt. Do you need to know what that means? It's APT.
Right. Let me go cry about that.
So she's threatening to dox Lanky? Is that what she just did? Oh, I can't stand that YT Kimberly. Wasn't she the right hand of fucking Armchair Detective? Pretty sure she was.
Yeah. Oh, Natasha, should I be calling out all the people in your chat that have been talking to me in a while? But sweetheart, but Lanky boy. But who?
This ain't the DC, and you don't come into my chat and demand shit. Fuck you. I don't even fucking know you.
Hold on.
And the horse that you rode on.
Wait, what does that say?
First of fucking all, this ain't the DC, and you don't come
Happy
into my
New
chat
Year,
and demand
Connie.
shit. Fuck you.
Natasha, Happy New Year's Eve. Sure have been keeping. Oh, I don't know.
I don't even fucking know you. And the horse that you rode on. Whichever pony that might be. I don't give a fuck what you're scared of.
Huh?
Be Billy Badass over in your own community and fuck off.
I stopped going to Randy's streams when NC was a welcome panelist and was put on a higher standard by Randy and Wonwin. And I started watching Randy 6 years ago. Yeah, I really enjoyed Randy, but because I don't like Natasha, she told me I could go suck a dick. So I never went back since. I think a lot of people stopped supporting Randy because she was supporting Natasha. Because quite frankly, Natasha was everything Randy stood against. Why should creators control every bad thing said about their friends? Some people are not going to like each other's life. There's other people that feel that way when it comes to them, but not others. And it's like, okay. Hey, Cassandra. That was Batty trying to go up on panel. Oh. That horse ain't done nothing. Well, I like he's a really sweet person. And being like, your name's out there. Yeah, because you're going to dox. And so he said Batty's name was meaning like true. She's Batty. I didn't hear NC threatening to dox Lanky Tor. Maybe I missed it. She just said your name's out. You know what that means? UT Command really crawls out of her lair to pat NC's hand every time she fucks up and has no friends left. She doesn't want friends. She wants cash cows. Gary, that was the best. But, well, she told you to suck a dick too, remember? She told us to both suck dicks.
I've said this 100 times. This is not
was that you, Batty? Is she talking to you?
I know,
this is
Julie.
The
biggest anti-NC there was.
I don't give a fuck if you're scared. What the fuck? Scared? Why would any fucking body be scared of somebody on the damn internet?
Wait a minute.
Why you try to blame me for having Randy all the time?
Wait a minute. I like when Natasha says that, because hold on, I got something for you. Why should anybody be scared of anybody on the internet? I do wish you would stop. I do wish Clippers would stop advertising certain people, but I get it. I don't get it. I actually hate it. But here, let's get down to this one. Did you take it down? Oh, is it gone? Hold on. Wait a minute. I think some of these people out here should be thanking me for getting them even seen on these streets, if I'm being honest. But, you know, Talk Diane. Granny's watching receipts. Thank you. I'm sure my stalkers in your comment section saying, that's not receipts. Where the hell's that stream? I got it because I sent it to somebody. Let me see if it's still here. I'll play her while I play this. Sorry. But you guys got to hear this one as soon as I find it. What's anybody got to be scared about on the internet? It says the same people. Oh, okay, I sent it to this one. Damn it. Who has the clip where Natasha says you should be afraid of me? I'll bite your head off while blood's dripping down my teeth. Who remembers that? I can't find it, but she certainly tells people they need to be afraid of her. Oh, you're not afraid of me? You should be. I don't know why. I thought Clippers had it, but I don't see it now. But I know it was out there. I know I heard it. I'm sure some of you heard it too, because I played it. I love when Natasha says those things, but then on the other hand, she wants to come on here crying all the time and, you know, who's ostracized and criticized and ripped torn her in every way? Who's done that? I bet you she does too, Sandy. Happy New Year, AT. I don't know what happened to that stream. I know I texted to somebody, but I don't know where it went. I just don't know where it went. Doo, doo, doo. Oh. She wishes. I went to check and see how it months. My blood pressure can't handle it, and I don't like being reminded she's on. Oh, Jerry Springer, huh? Okay. It was just last week, wasn't it? Yeah, I played it on Chris. I played it at one point too, but I also messaged it to somebody else. But I don't know what happened to it. Oh, welcome, Foxy. Thank you. Hey, Kim Kim. Welcome. Thank you so much. I don't even. Yes, Boomer. Let me ask you all a question because while Starlight is saying that, like, why didn't you send me a text? Do you think if Starlight found out Natasha was talking shit about her in Discord via Randy, do you think Starlight would text Natasha or do you think she would go live? Thank you, Poppy. What do you guys think she would do? You think she would text her and ask her about it or would go live? I don't know. Doors of perception. I wish I could, but I can't. I mean, everybody knows that Natasha's been trying to get in everybody else's business and trying to get, back on the scene because she's pretty much forgotten about. So of course she would use this for content. Of course she would. Right, exactly. It's all content for attention. What was me? Now that I agree with Natasha on. Randy offering that information to her isn't her infiltrating a community. I agree with that. Probably, Zan. Duh. Duh. So there goes that. So I left the Pennies last year, just so y'all know, witnessed some weird cold shit. They sacrifice a rooster every Friday, every Tuesday. You should have said Friday. Okay. That's very interesting. Hey, Mama Bear. Natasha's only channel you can set on double speed. It's not a 5-minute pause. I'm actually done with hearing her. That was the gist of that. Let's check out what the big deal is that Wait, I think they said they have it. I rather. Nope. You guys don't have it, huh? They talk Diane. Okay. We've got news and reactions, small response. I don't know which one it was for her either. In my opinion, certain creators should take. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you all. What does she cover? Nothing. I found this to be hysterical. I don't know if anybody else seen this, but we're going to hop back on the bus because I'm done with that situation. You guys done with that situation? Am I not even screen sharing? I'm not. What am I doing here? Oh my goodness. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for the bus to move along. Let's move along. I don't know how anybody can listen to much of that. It just drives me nuts. If I were rejected, I'd be salty too. 1-1. Let's get this bus moving. 1-1. Yeah, we're ready, right? All aboard. We need a new car, by the way, and $20K. Skirt. Did anybody see this? Because I about died. I really was like that. He's not serious, but he was serious. I got to find which part it was. So this dude reached out to Turtle Boy's lawyer. Turtle Boy's lawyer.
Whole fucking argument of whether or not Karen Read is innocent or guilty. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't? Then
There's
why,
no way.
Then why are you selling Karen Read is innocent t-shirts if it doesn't matter?
Whether she's innocent or guilty, that you're going to get 12 jurors with the case that the defense is going to be able to argue against the prosecution. There's no way you're going to get 12 jurors to convict that woman. There is no way.
Okay. Tell us about how you reached out to his lawyer and what his lawyer said. That was interesting. It's probably around this point because you started getting super chats for it. Got to adjust the camera. Let me upload my own video then, because I don't know what point he says it. Baby shark, do 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 do. I was shocked when I came across this. I was like, oh my gosh, he really did that. And he really did do that. Oh, here's the video. I already uploaded it. All right. All right. Everybody's seatbelted. Let's go. Sorry, Starlight, Randy, Natasha. It's just only so much we can take of Coops' voice over here. May the odds forever be in your favor. No, I haven't actually.
I'm urging you, meaning me, I'm urging you and everybody to speak out. Okay? Now, what I will do is I will read you the email that I sent to him. Okay?
He emailed.
That email says, "Hi, Mr. Bradle. My name is Will, and I have a YouTube channel called The Glare. In regards to your recent public statement to Aiden's followers, I want to be clear that I have every intention of doing what I can with my platform to help his case and to avoid contributing to any further grounds that the Commonwealth may use to keep him unlawfully incarcerated."
He reached out to his lawyer. I had an argument with my mom. I need $20K for a trailer home. Anyone wants to donate to me? I've only raised $140 to my fund. Is that 6%? Listen. I need $20K too. Stop killing roosters, people. Not because I particularly like the mood, but I really like the poster. It's the wrong poster, you're saying? Wrong stream. Hold on.
What I would
unlawfully arrested.
like to do is continue to show the pattern in which his unlawful incarceration is directly in connection to the case against Karen Read. It is clear to me that the strategy by the Commonwealth against Karen Read is to discredit Aiden and, in turn, his findings.
Does he realize that Aiden is not Karen Read's lawyer? I mean, seriously. They're trying to discredit Aiden and his findings. You mean his loudmouth? He's not the one that did the findings. This is just so bizarre to me.
I personally feel
that you're a simp.
Speaking up about this is vital to both his case and Karen's. But you're the attorney, and I'm just a loudmouth with a passion for the truth and justice. If you feel that in doing so will damage your ability to efficiently defend him in court, I will reluctantly but more than willingly avoid discussing his case altogether until permitted otherwise, for lack of a better term.
Who thinks Glare is loving Turtle Boy being arrested right now? Because he's getting all Turtle Boy subscribers and super chats and all the good shit in there right now.
Feel that I can effectively do this without discussing the details of his private interaction with the alleged victim in the latest development, which led to his most recent charges. If you would be so kind as to find the time, which I understand is very valuable, to let me know what is okay to discuss and what isn't, I would be extremely grateful. On a personal,
can you imagine though reaching out to his lawyer? I couldn't imagine doing that. I just think that's so bizarre to me. And like he's like proud of himself.
note, I feel that you are doing an incredible job, and I can see how genuinely passionate you are about this case and how personally invested you clearly seem to be. It's inspiring to a lot of people, and we all sure
he's being paid to be.
Need that right now. So
it's just so bizarre because this guy's everything he claims to be against.
So he did respond, and it was an awesome response. Like I said, I only read what he basically gave me permission to quote him on, and
I'm that much closer to Turtle Boy. I reached out to his attorney and he responded to me. This is great.
And that's all I'm going to do. So if I had to guess, what I would say is, and I don't want to speak for him, but considering our exchange, I feel as though
I want to step closer to becoming TB's boyfriend.
What we need to do here is simply stay focused on why we are all still here and why we were here in the first place.
So embarrassing.
Again, Turtle Boy is paying a very, very hefty price right now.
Turtle
not only
porn,
financially,
that was made
due to attorney fees, court costs, things of that nature, and the money that he's losing because he does make money off of his platform.
Didn't everybody else pay for his attorneys? Didn't he raise a lot of money for his attorneys? Right. Like, it's just so weird. He is in crime. He fits more in crime than anything else. So what category do people put him in? He's always starting drama and drama chats. Yeah, I put him in biggest sip category. So cringe.
His blog, off of his YouTube channel. He makes money off of these things. Now he's not monetized, but through the donations and whatnot, this is how he makes a living. Just there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I make money doing this too, because you guys may feel as though it's worth supporting. And
I want you all to know that they were flying in at this point, right? They were coming.
Grateful to you for that. But nevertheless, Turtle Boy relies on that money. So not only the money is he paying for an attorney, but being incarcerated, he's incapable of doing his work.
Yeah, his followers paid for his attorney. He's not paying a penny for an attorney.
Incapable of earning. He's incapable of providing you with the content that you got.
So it's a good thing you're there to fill him in, Glare. Please. Please. What a joke that is. So here he is in his biggest white knight. He's been getting the highest numbers he's ever gotten. And it's all to, suck the shell off. His Turtle Boy's pen pal giving him advice not to drop the soap. This is Michael Long all over again. YouTube isn't forever. Get a damn job. I think he does work another job. It's what happens to everyone when they go to jail. The fuck? Go Bills. No. Now I understand what people were referring to with his Long case. Yes, Michelle. He overly inserted himself in that. It was bizarre. He was way overly involved.
Moving forward with that situation, which is exactly what anybody who has an attorney under for those 10 days. How is he a threat to her? You know what I mean? So I don't think that has anything to do with anything, unless
he has, unless there's some sort of legal reason why he has to wait for those 10 days to expire in order to file some sort of motion.
Kraken,
I
thank
don't
you.
know. Maybe. I don't know.
You don't know? You didn't ask his lawyer? You don't know? Thank you so much, Kraken. Such a hero. He is such a hero. The wind beneath his shell.
If I'm just spitballing, I think it's just a coincidence, the 10 days being a coincidence, being mentioned in those both instances. The audio recording between Carney and the female was released by Carney himself on his YouTube channel. Do you know
Turtle
when
Boy
that was
is in jail?
recorded? To our knowledge, that was recorded in the early morning hours before Christmas Eve. After he left Superior Court on Friday, the following day, Saturday, he went to the ex-girlfriend's apartment late at night, and the recording was made during that time.
Is it just me, or is he out of breath here? Swilly doesn't realize once case over, turtles are gone. Exactly, Rowena. Exactly. The same thing that happened in the Long case.
But of course, you know, he's going to record himself intimidating a witness.
Why are you out of breath? And he did record himself intimidating a witness. The fuck else would you call that if not him recording himself intimidating a witness? Does anybody else have another word for it?
Right?
Look at him. Right? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Look how giddy he is. Like he just found out Turtle Boy's single. Like he is like so giddy over this.
Or he's going to record himself, I don't know, so that she can't accuse him of something that he didn't do.
But yet, apparently, he got accused and found guilty anyhow. So he had Michael Long's attorney on his panel. I believe it was either him or Annie's channel, but he was definitely up on panel. Wow. I didn't realize the ex-girlfriend was a witness in the KR case. Thought she was a witness in TB's case. Oh, she's a witness in Karen Reed's case. Hey, Tammy. Happy New Year. Look at him.
I don't know. That just seems crazy.
But it did happen. So
there was some discussion during the arraignment that Attorney Bradle sent private investigators over to the apartment of the female witness at some point, and that one of the private investigators was detained by local police. Do you know anything about that?
He recently said that he's going to start talking about that again. He was sending him commissary. He was helping him when he was on the run. Yeah, where is the dog? Happy New Year, Jay.
Mello says, I have only heard what you have heard about that, and I have no idea if that's true. Now, I had asked someone who is a private investigator and a friend of the channel.
Can you imagine? I'm sorry. I can't imagine being this like sippy over another man. He's like looking up and doing research and reaching out to private attorneys and reaching out to Turtle Boy's attorney. And it's like very bizarre. Yeah, he did this with Michael Long. It's very bizarre. Devout guy crushes goes full speed ahead on a narrative. He did this Michael Long, the other dude who faked his death. Oni. Oh, I know. I was there. It was violent. It wasn't a TC case, but an abusive father in a custody battle. Nothing more. He contributed to Sophie Long's abuse, going on way longer than it would have had he and others not derailed the whole custody. I'm telling you, the glare gets major man crushes. Very bizarre.
And he goes by the name SF Investigates. So I asked him, is it standard for a PI under the employ of a defense attorney to get arrested for witness intimidation under?
You're right. Was Truthy McGill. Does he do the research and reach out, or does he have others doing it for him? Good question, Captain Avi. Good question.
Orders of the DA when asking
I think it's bizarre
questions in regards to the case, right? And
Your
he
friend
just
is
answered
guilty.
flat out no.
No.
I mean, how are you not seeing how fucked up this is? If you're not seeing how fucked up this is,
That this is where he goes to insult everybody who doesn't think the way he thinks. He's the smartest. Everybody's stupid. The R word. If you don't see the things the way he sees them, and I don't get it. I don't get how people. I don't know. Like, how do you even last through these streams?
How are you not by now? How is that not absolute intimidation coming from the prosecution? Everything coming from.
How is it not intimidation when he's over at a witness's house trying to get her to take an abortion pill and shoving her around to get her phone and get notes? How is that not intimidation? I can't even stand to watch this guy. I think we should go back to the DC drama. He just gets on my nerves. I just found that so amazing that he reached out to this dude's lawyer to white knight for him. It's so embarrassing. Like, I'll reluctantly stop if you need me to, but please tell me that I can still simp for him out here, because if not, I have no content and no money to be made. So please, Mr. Attorney, can I still talk? It's ridiculous. None of it's his business. He listened to the phone call that Turtle Boy recorded and didn't hear a word of what was actually taking place, only his jaded perspective based off his jaded relationships with women. It was so bizarre how he twisted everything that happened on that phone call. He is just like BHB. And Turtle Boy is just like everything Blair claimed to have stood against. It's just the most bizarre thing. Did we have any more good dramas go off last night, anybody? Is there anywhere else to visit today? Because I can't with him. I just cannot with him today. Right. And that's why he wanted to be able to talk about it. Because if not, what would he talk about? So pathetic. Hey, see and say. I think he wanted to add, he's personally asked TB if he was okay with Baby Gap carrying the torch so he can get an A-OK from his boyfriend TB. It's very possible. I think TB is going to get tired of him. I think he's going to get tired of him. All right, let's see what else took place last night. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see what Laura had to say after. The glare always needs a bromance. Did you notice that? No, me, Val. I rather watch fucking paint dry. Matter of fact, I'd rather drop paint in my eye. Never.
All right, let me go. Granny's watching. His was called Savage because she was hurt and trying to. Oh, I know. Missed the.
He's also obsessed with the Dad podcast. He's very obsessed with the Dad podcast. Annie, I think Annie's like taking a step back from him. He was Critical K's right hand. But other than that, he gets obsessive over men who victimize kids and women. Well, maybe he feels common. Poor Laura, one panel killer. Did she? I wonder if that's up.
I'm totally with you on that. And I absolutely agree with you. All right. I'm just going to get to where Heels and Tracy are on panel.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, my God.
That always
Listen to
reminds
me.
me of the
Independent
Goonies.
thinker. You're like as obsessed as some others. Nobody cares.
I don't know why independent thinkers
Like literally, nobody cares. The whole world, everyone in this community doesn't bow down to fucking Savage or
Who did that? I see you. I actually I like I know people don't like Savage, but I like Savage. I don't listen in very often because I can't do like when there's a lot of people on panels. That's how I feel with JJJ too. But I do like, I mean, you know, you guys don't have to.
QB or any of them. Maybe that's what you do. Heel said, you know, people are scared of Savage. Nobody's scared of Savage. Believe me, nobody. I mean, I'm sure there are some people.
Yeah, people are scared of Savage.
Weak people. are afraid. What is she gonna do? Roll up on your house? Bring a chair. You know what I'm
Probably.
saying? Like, what are you afraid of? She's not gonna come to your house and kill you.
No, Cammy, I don't pay
Oh my
them
God,
any
she
attention.
might run her mouth about you. Here's the thing, don't listen.
Actually,
She
Maj,
ran her
delete
mouth about.
that.
I didn't fucking listen. I don't even know what she said. Who cares? She's just another asshole on the internet. Like, seriously, that's all she is. And she'll tell you that herself. And her friends just scream loud. Who fucking cares? Cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a shit? Oh, I would like to see that. I missed that. Oh,
Nicolina sang her own song. It had nothing to do with me. I even said Nicolina, like I was shocked by it too. She's the one that's going after bomb, used JJJ to do it. So her hands look clean, but deep down they're not. That's right. JJJ says she did an amazing job with the Troll Awards. So much behind the scenes work must have went into it. That's where I came. They're just so irrelevant. It's like telling me that there's an ant outside on the step. You know what I mean? There's dozens of them. I don't even want to bring attention to them.
I remember that. That was a long time ago, though.
All right, so maybe we shouldn't listen to this.
Wasn't that a long time ago? But you know what I'm saying?
Is there a clip of the awards? We can listen to that.
If I'm scared of somebody, I'm scared they're actually going to fucking hurt me. They need.
Well, some people are scared that people are going to try the whatchamacallit? Scared that they're going to go real life on them. Don't get support. She keeps bringing up that baby. So I didn't see her as they're bringing up the baby, but bringing up the mother's actions. But people see differently.
QB's approval. Get the fuck out of here. All right, so I don't know what they were talking about prior to this.
I get it.
But Heels comes up on a minute. Exactly, Lacey. That's what I'm saying.
First off, independent thinkers, the only one who keeps coming in here bringing up Queen. You're the only one, and I'm very much aware that you now feel that way because I allowed Jones in up. Okay. Secondly, I'll be quite frank when I say this. I don't know who the fuck's a Hive member and who isn't. I barely watch Queen. I don't know who's what subscribers who and what. I don't even judge. I don't even put a name to subscribers. Like, oh, you're a Tracy sub. No, she's my sub in my chat. Sorry. Like, I'm not focused on who belongs to who, and nobody belongs to anybody. I don't know who's a Hive member, who isn't. I'm sorry that people feel this way, but I honestly feel like it is subscribers like Indy that are making this a problem. Facts. I still feel that way. It's infuriating.
That becomes a problem.
I own everybody like Monopoly. Like a big old fucking Monopoly.
All right. Where's the awards? I'd rather go to that. No disrespect to anything. Was it on JJJ's? Da-da. May the odds forever be in your favor. Oh, she looks pretty. She works hard for her ranch.
Fun, okay?
Look
we
at
do
the
it to have
avatar.
fun with each other and to cut up. It's silly. I hope nobody gets butt hurt, but it usually happens.
People always get butt hurt.
Play it for y'all, and then I'm going to read it out afterwards. And then I'll drop the link, and y'all.
That I agree with, and it does lose the argument because people are now tying me to that, and I've gone since June not bringing up the tragedy because there are other things to go at her about. And it gives her sympathy that she doesn't deserve. I agree with that.
Vote, okay? So for the first one, here we go, guys.
They didn't demand a sorry. Funniest moment.
You like this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, nice.
Wow. Really, Amber?
That's weird. I don't even know what's happening here.
Oh shit, no. Oh my God.
This is anarchy.
Have you ever witnessed the first
my
male
God.
to
NJ.
officially on live stream?
I don't know what you mean, Sapphire. I don't have
I'm here.
Mamita Bologna here. Here I am on another YouTube victim grifter singles.
I'm not, I wouldn't put my stream away or hide it or anything. She said what she said. I don't, you know, I didn't feel it as going at a child. Sorry, I just didn't. Maybe I'll go back and listen to it and feel differently, but you know, you get what you give out here. I don't even know what's going on, Mr. Nobody. It's the annual award show. And apparently it was very interesting. Let's get to some other. Oh, gosh. Jet, you said this was really good. Blame Jet. They do look pretty up there. Where's all the awards? Well, I guess we just got to talking bullshit because I'm not seeing other awards up there. Happy New Year, Kelly. Wait a second. 4th Annual Troll Awards? Have I not known about this? Well, some do, Connie. Some know what's going on. I suppose interesting is the proper word. Jenny put the winners on her award and community post. Awards on Jenny's community post. Maybe we'll check the community post. It does take a lot of work to do this. I give them that. All right. Thank you all so much for being part of the 4th Annual Troll Awards. Here's your winner. Funniest moment was Savage pulling up. Best content was QB. Biggest breakdown was Bot. Most shocking was Sad Girl Autopsies, which Natasha Cooper did as well. Drama Queen, good, Savage, bad, Bombshell. Best new clip channel, Taylor. Biggest breakup, Jones and QB. Most controversial, Bullhorn. Biggest flip-flopper, these are biased. Biggest scandal, Bot and Kids. Biggest phony, Bombshell. Panel killer, Laura. Best newcomer, Paige, gives them hell. Worst newcomer, Bot. Best parody act, Lucy. Biggest e-beggar, Bombshell. Yeah, see, this is, I mean, I would have different names, obviously, from a different community. Biggest true crime fighter, Down the Rabbit Hole. I like Down the Rabbit Hole. Biggest tragedy pimp, Bullhorn. Very interesting. I heard Morbid was nominated for the Troll Award, but didn't win. You're passing them up. They don't show it on here. Oh. Oh, panel killer, bullshit awards. These aren't biased at all. Yeah. They were very biased. Sorry, not sorry. That's always the way it is, though, because it's her community, and her community feels how she feels. So they're going to vote based on that. You know what I mean? Of course, it's going to be biased. Can't expect anything different. Who elected these people? I don't know. Aaron Sound. Happy New Year. Very biased. We don't got any good drama yesterday. Guess not. With a lot of neutral supporters. Neutral. That's how those awards usually work. Yeah, it's usually how they work. They're always going to be a little biased. Parents bias. Remember, they all come together to fight back against tragedy pimps. A movement. I don't recall any. No? Damn it. What did you guys all do to celebrate New Year's? Home to vote. Whoever was in chat vote. I didn't vote for most of the winners. Right, Mrs. Fletcher? Talking points. Yeah, Genevieve. That's what I'm saying. TT should thank me for getting her any attention. She's, that whole whopping 40 people have now gone up to 300. Still only about 20 active in the chat, but it's better than what she's had. She should thank me for that. Once again, thank me for being anything on this platform. Hey, East Tex. I am late. You may already know, but I wanted to make sure. I was in a chat, so I won't pretend to be you. Your picture. Creator said she knew it wasn't really you. Yes, rapper. Thank you. Euphoria. Happy New Year. You need a break from the drama? We can go venture elsewhere. I did nothing. We could go venture to other sceneries. How about that Soto case that's going on? That's pretty crazy. How about Gypsy Rose being out of jail and she was actually kicked out of the town? Did you guys see that? Now that was very interesting stuff outside of like the whole little drama world. Let me find it. You guys ever see the in real life streamers? They're really interesting as well. Why is it going all the way back to here? I can't find. Oh, here it is. I don't know Nicolina, but word on the streets, and that's why you want to mess with. Listen. Here's the thing. This is what people are forgetting. TT tagged Nicolina, okay? She tagged Nicolina to try to get people to go at me. It backfired, and now Nicolina's going at her. She since removed the tag, but it doesn't change the fact that she tagged her. So she asked for her attention, and now she's getting it. Nicolina's not us. She's not part of our little sector, and not everybody on YouTube does things the way our little sector does. And in my opinion, she has literally met her match. Titi, that is. She's been out here doxing, going real life, acting a fool. So, you know, she gets what she gets. Right. She asked for it. Literally, Firefly.
Over the past few days, I have put out a few videos going over my thoughts about Gypsy Rose's release. Now, if you don't know my thoughts already, you can go ahead and refer to those videos. But long story short, I think this is a train wreck.
Good morning, Willow. Happy New Year. Yeah, she tagged and then lied and said she didn't. She did tag her. She absolutely tagged her, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of her. All she does out here is fucking lie all the
Waiting to happen. I mean, she already got in trouble with her parole officer. She already got kicked out the state of Missouri. And when I think of Gypsy Rose's
The best getaways are usually the ones where you get away to be with yourself. I hope you'll get to recharge and recenter yourself this year, my friend. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Supra. Thank you. She brags about support she has. She doesn't even have support. She doesn't have support. He does hate Britney Spears. So you want to know my thoughts on Gypsy Rose? I feel like she didn't get enough time. That's my thoughts. I know people don't like that. I know people think that Gypsy is a victim, and and she is. She's a victim, but I feel like the fact that the boyfriend got more time than she did, I don't think that's right. And she is out here acting like she's a movie star. She literally thought she was going to meet Taylor Swift and get her signature. Let me get it up. Hold on. Up. Let's see.
Let's go ahead and see what she has to say. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and
if
subscribe
you
haven't already. We're going to watch her first TikTok video, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Her new husband looks just like her mama. Just like her mama. She tried acting so hard. Here's the thing. She is a train getting ready to crash, and everybody is watching.
Hey everyone, this is Gypsy. I'm finally free. I just want to send a quick video to thank everyone for the massive amount of support that I've been getting on social media. Everyone has been really, really nice and supportive. I really appreciate that. It's nice to be home. I'm back home in Louisiana, enjoying a beautiful day outside, and I've got a lot of great things happening really soon.
See, she's like acting like a movie star. Like she just got out of jail. Victims are entitled. Self-help, still a crime. Exactly. They're not entitled. She's already making a TikTok. She's acting like she's a celebrity. You know, she's out here. She wants to meet Taylor Swift at the game. And yeah, she has video cameras following her around for a reality show. And I mean, she's really and famous for what? She's the one that orchestrated the murder against her mother and use a man with disabilities to do so, who is sitting in jail for life, and she's out here wearing a jersey getting ready to hopefully meet Taylor Swift. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous.
Got my documentary series coming out, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I just put out an ebook that I'm super proud of. It's not
a documentary coming out, an ebook coming out. I mean, come on. She's not innocent. No. And yes, we already know that she uses a little voice and acts real innocent. Listen, here's the thing. People, I know people get upset when I say this, but this woman is very calculated, like mother, like child. She lived her whole life. And I'm not saying the mom didn't create her to be that way. But she absolutely learned from the best.
a rehashing of everything that happened. It's more of my reflection of everything that I've learned and
everything that I've learned. Really? How else is she going to make money, though? Ain't nobody about to. People would hire her just because she's her. So she automatically, right away, she has a reality TV show. She has a documentary. She has a book. She's out here acting a fool like a celebrity, really. Her mother taught her how to grift. I don't think she knows how to think differently, but she's always going to pay the price and act a victim. That's, yes. Financially benefit off her own story. That's quite odd. Most courts would stop that.
Experience in the last 8.5 years. So my ebook is called Release, Conversations on the Eve of Freedom, which you can pre-order now.
Which you can pre-order now. Yes, that's what drives me nuts. And the fact that her ex is the one that's actually disabled, mentally disabled. Just like, I mean, I don't think people realize, but she was having like sexual relationships with men. She knew what she was doing to get this guy to do this for her. I just don't think she's as innocent as she's trying to act.
And again, just thank you guys for all the support and keep watching. Okay, bye.
You know, the more I
keep watching. Okay, bye. She shouldn't be out sooner than the boyfriend got life, and she gets out because she turned on him.
Sit and think about this, the more that I watch this situation start to play out, I can't help but have mixed feelings. You know, on one hand, I understand fully that Gypsy went through some crazy stuff. But I don't think that she's just this totally innocent person.
That's facts. I agree.
She's not that innocent, sick little.
Look at her. Like she's a celebrity. Anybody want to come up and have a conversation? Anybody feel differently? Anybody agree? I don't think she's innocent. I don't know, but he looks just like her mom. I do believe she learned how to manipulate from her mother, like you said. Yeah, I think so. I do. And I think she's going to be out here doing the most while acting like she's an innocent victim. Hold on one second. What the mother did, she could have outed herself. Mm. She manipulated her boyfriend just like her mom manipulated her. Why would anyone want to pick with a murderer?
Child that her mother wanted to make her out to be. You know what I mean? Everyone's got that same image, the same image that Gypsy's mother wanted people to have. That's the crazy part. But everyone has that image, the same image that Gypsy's mom wanted her to have. This totally innocent, oh my God, oh my God, we feel so bad for you.
Yes, yes, and yes. She has lived her entire life with that image. I can't disagree with you, Jess. Gypsy is going to be out living her best life while the boyfriend rots in prison. Who is to say she won't do something else to get someone out of her way? But there are also so many people hyping her up, calling her their queen, and we stand. No way. What do y'all expect from a child who spent her entire life mentally conditioned, isolated from society? She wasn't isolated from society. Matter of fact, she had more social opportunities than most of us. She was constantly paraded around. She was going to Disney. She was on the news. I mean, she wasn't socially isolated at all. She had the internet where she was sexting with all types of men and putting on different personalities. She wasn't socially isolated. Nope. She was not isolated. She actually lived a better social childhood than most of us. Yeah, but she's a murderer. Oh, all over calling her queen. The younger generation, people that don't know the case, seriously trying to make her a hero. No. Well, yeah, because we live in a society where everybody is a victim of their parents. I mean, you tell your kid they can't have their phone, and suddenly, it's just ridiculous. Just as much as she planned that whole event, she could have just gotten out of the wheelchair and told the world she wasn't sick. She had enough sense to plan and unalive him. Yeah, free housing, free trips to Disney, free, football games, you name it. This girl did everything. She was definitely not isolated, in my opinion. And there's more on her since being out.
Right? And I do feel bad for what she went through. I do. But I can't help but feel kind of weird about the fact that her ex-boyfriend, the guy that she brought in on this situation, I can't help but.
She was forced by her mother to maintain a false image. She's not a hero, but I don't believe she's a monster. Her mom did all that for her own gain. So you mean to tell me this girl could find a man, start dating him, convince him that she needs him to be her hero, literally even saying as much, like, you'll be my hero, and blah, 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 and playing out an entire event to unalive her mother, what to do after the fact, have sex immediately after the fact. Let's not forget that. But she couldn't learn how to tell the world that she could actually walk and wasn't as sick as she was. I mean, she is an adult, or was an adult when that all took place. I think I personally just feel like she's a little more calculated than people give her credit for. It's absolutely ultimately her mother's fault, but I just don't believe she's innocent. I don't. The younger generation, most of them don't get it. It's all about me, and I do what I want. That's true. I seen the act, yeah. She learned from the best Air Force is how I feel. Yeah, and if I murdered them, I don't think I'd get out as easily. Her mother was a huge criminal and devious. That I agree with. At the movie theater. Uh-huh. My mother tried to live through my illnesses. I caught her out and told my doctor she was stealing meds and liked attention. Oof. She thought she was going to continue to live the lifestyle she had when her mom was alive. Everything free, like she's a little victim. Right. A scammer turned into a murderer and now a reality star, not just YouTube. She was mentally and emotionally abused. Yes. But was none the wiser of mom's grift? I don't know. She was wise to it. She knew. She knew that her mom was grifting on a Disney vacation. She's not stupid. She's not mentally stunted. She knows what she's doing.
but feel weird about the fact that he's sitting in jail for the rest of his life, while Gypsy Rose is out here becoming a B-list celebrity, running around taking photos, having paparazzi chase her as she films documentaries and releases new books on the road.
I don't know, because here's how I feel, Firefly, and this, I'm just speaking for me. I'm not saying you're wrong. But I just feel like if she was really regretful for the choice she made against her own mother, I think that I don't think she'd be out here running around wanting to be seen and be proud. You think she'd want to come out to live a quiet life? Mentally handicapped man from Wisconsin do them right. That's what I said. She absolutely was. Starter, Gypsy, sickness. I know he supports her now. Yeah. Hey, Peyton. Happy New Year. People are also hyping her up. Right. I wonder if she'll need Gary. Very codependent relationship with my mother as an only child. Not like as bad as what Gypsy went through, but being manipulated. I had to walk away from my mom for some time. That right. We agree there. It is all she knows. I agree with that.
Road to becoming a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? We got one half of this situation sitting in jail for life, and I'm not against them sitting in jail for life, but we have the other half of this situation not only out of jail, but out of jail becoming a celebrity,
I feel exactly how he feels. She knew her mother was a master scammer. Gypsy was a healthy child mentally and physically. But I think she's manipulative and has learned how to be that way and orchestrate an unalive. Who says she wouldn't do it again? Right. Osley knows how to navigate the world by using her circumstances for fame. Yeah. I do too, because I think her mom manipulated her and she manipulated that kid. He clearly is not all there. Now he'll be in jail the rest of his life. Offered her free therapy from the best of the best when she was released, and she turned it down. Of course. Well, I turned down anything from Dr. Phil too, to be honest. He's such an exploitative piece of shit. The new old story now to exploit. He's definitely going to work her freedom. Right. How long till she gets another free house? No, I haven't been manipulated by parents or guardian, but I have been emotionally, physically manipulated by narcissist ex. Basically the same. It's absolute hell on earth. Learned behavior is most likely continued behavior. I think that many people get away with this kind of plea deal. Carla Homolka was able to have daughters, lived in island of the Caribbean, married a guy with money. He is a con. It's going to be her way to fortune now. Another game for Gypsy. I'm truly shocked the court, since she was convicted, didn't stop her from financially benefiting off a book deal or movie that's normally done. Yeah, let me ask you all this. All right. Let me ask you all this. If who can we compare it to? I'm trying to think of who to compare it to. Yeah, but 8 years old, you're not there. She's not stupid. And she was an adult when she committed the act. I'm trying to think of who to compare it to. Like, who says they had a defense against unaliven and then they get to make money off the unaliven? I just don't think it's fair. Carrying on the only way she knew how to live life, being the center of someone's attention, good or bad. It seems the younger generation equates a short jail sentence not as guilty as first said, and therefore why the sentence was short. Not sure explained. I get what you're saying. She was 23, yes. Third place for the grift worldwide. I believe she's going to grift her ass off. She has been taught to be a con artist. She should still behind bars. I think she should too. Casey Anthony, she on parole, completely served her time. I think she served her time, but I'm not positive on that. That's a good question. Wonder what she'd be like today if she grew up with normal parents, not subjected. Yeah, that's a good question. Taken, but boyfriend's life has also been taken. And he actually has he's delayed. Like he's not all the way there. And she was able to convince him and use that to her benefit. And now he sits in jail for life. She could have had her mother put in jail, but that it wasn't the easy way out for her. The Mendez, I mean, just any of these people.
Paraded around like she's freaking, I don't know. I was about to say Celine Dion. I don't know why that name came to my mind. But being like paraded around like a celebrity. Oh, you're a celebrity. You gain celebrity status because you helped kill your mom.
Yeah. You helped kill
You
your
planned
mom.
out the murder of your mom and brought in some dude to help you. And now you're a celebrity.
Right. Facts.
Now you should be getting paid millions of dollars to film documentaries. And like I said, I mean, I'm not.
And you know what's scary about that? As mentioned, Gypsy is not the only child who has had or lived an abusive childhood. So what if these people that idolize her, you know, this newer generation that thinks the whole world owes them, and they decide that they're going to do what Gypsy did because look what Gypsy got from it. I mean, you got to be careful out here. We're idolizing the wrong people. No, but it was easy enough for her to sneak out the house and go be with men. So you mean to tell me she couldn't walk in front of people and tell them what was going on? I'm sure she could have. I'm not saying it's easy by any means. She's supposedly going to be living with the dad. Happy Scorpio, or happy Scorpio. Good riddance 2023. I like that. Do you guys see how much her, let me show you this. Oh, that's wild. Look how creepy this is. Look how much her husband looks like her mom. Y'all tell me that's not creepy. It is uncanny. It is creepy. Mm. So I'm seeing some new drama pop off, and I'm just debating if we should talk about it or not. Isn't that weird? Creepy? Yeah. That is creepy. I mean, he looks just like her. I'm sorry. That is weird to me. So it seems like, but how long do you think until she's on OnlyFans or sleeping with other men? Sorry, not sorry, but Gypsy isn't an innocent little girl. She's just not. And I don't care how much. So he claims that he was isolated from Gypsy. I actually know somebody that is close friends with the family. And matter of fact, we had spoken before about perhaps having the stepmother on. But given my stance on the situation, I don't think I'd be the right one. I don't want to disrespect them. But apparently he was what I love when fathers say this. He was isolated from Gypsy. He wasn't allowed to be there because they don't have courts that give rights to fathers. Ugh. I just think we should remember we know the effects of long-term mental abuse in adults, and that Gypsy was a child whose mother had Munchausen by proxy, which means her mom made her sick. So, with that in mind, are we supposed to neglect the fact that she is also a sick woman now? That she is what her mother created her to be? And for that alone, we should give her a pass for murder? Hey, Zoomer. Happy New Year. And I'm not, I hope you don't think I'm picking on you, Firefly. I actually really enjoy the fact that you were given a different opinion. It can help me learn and see different perspectives. So please don't think I'm picking on you by highlighting that. Right. Shouldn't have to kill her. Of course, Barbie. There's a whole situation between them. I think I've heard, I'm not 100% sure on this, that her husband has young kids. She's already done it once. Do you believe she could do it again? That's a fair question. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe she could do it again. Here's what I think, oh, for fuck's sake. I think she's always been put on this pedestal as this brave hero for what she did. And therefore, she hasn't really learned that what she did was wrong. She was idolized in the prison. She was taken care of the whole time she was in jail. She was never really punished. Nickens killing Dee Dee. She could have convinced him to call authorities. Right. He could have told his parents who would have helped her. All right. And it wasn't just like, it was brutal. And then she had sex with him immediately after. You know what that means? It excited her. Look at all these ones. By standing up and walk across the room. I know you're not. I know others are. I don't think you are. Learn how to get away with it this time. It's a very one now for sure. Right? She's never been punished. She's gross. We lived there during this. My dear friend was friends with them. It's a long story, but my feelings have changed since I've seen her after her release. Oh, she's jumping around like she's a local celebrity. Here, let me show you guys something else. Hold on. He gets on my nerves sometimes, but bless him. I'll play it anyway.
Clear how I feel about Gypsy Rose's release and how I feel about, camera crews following her around.
Look at what she's bringing out of the jail with her, right? I get she was in jail, but look what she's bringing out with her. All the snacks, a case of Dr. Pepper. She didn't live a life of jail as if I went to jail, it's not going to be the same experience that she had. That's for sure.
How I feel about, camera crews following her around, already filming a reality show / documentary from the moment she stepped out of prison, and about.
Can I also remind you all that Jeffrey Dahmer was apparently a victim of childhood abuse? Whatchamacallit, what's his name? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank now. A lot of people that grow up to be unalivers, to take other people's lives, have had traumatic childhoods. A lot of them. Not one of them has been forgiven on the fact of that. Well, she should have. Hey, Mama T-Belly, Happy New Year. She should have left her stuff behind. But, she's so greedy and privileged that she just didn't. You know what? I don't think she will, because I think she's going to ride this out. I think people are going to get sick of her and it's going to backfire. Right. Suitcases worth of stuff coming out. Ed Gein. Who does that? Because she didn't, it wasn't a normal prison stint for her that it would be for most. That's her greed making her take all of that. Because normal people would want to leave it all behind, right? I don't want anything from the jail. I want my freedom. I want to live a quiet life, and I want to have a normal life. Not her. Right, Megan? And if you did, you would not get the sympathy others have given her. I'm telling you. She was already famous before she unalived her mother. Not famous, but she was already... she was on the news. She was getting free Disney trips. They were getting a free home. Like, she was already in the limelight, if you will. She orchestrated, but didn't do it. So it makes sense to me that she got less time. No, it doesn't to me, because he got life and she got just a couple years. I feel bad for him. I do. I feel like there should be a petition that, I don't know. I don't want to say he should be out. I don't know.
How she's being paraded around like a celebrity, I honestly think it's a recipe for disaster. And listen, I know a lot of people don't like what I have to say about this situation, but my grandfather worked on the railroad. A lot of people don't know that. So, being able to spot a train wreck coming from a mile away, it kind of runs in my family for what? 2-3 days now. And guess what? Her parole officer already kicked her behind out of the state of Missouri. I'm not kidding you. No lie. The parole.
Yeah, she was kicked out of the state. Or she used to watch anything she might be on, talk shows, etc. Nope. Well, how much more is there that we could hear or learn of it, right? I don't know.
Parole officer already kicked her out of the state of Missouri. Now, if you've been
Southern Princess, you do know that when she was confronted over unaliving her mother and they asked why, her biggest reason is because she wanted to have boyfriends. Like, that's what it came down to her. Like, this girl that everybody's acting like was so sweet and innocent was getting out of her wheelchair, sneaking out at night and sleeping with men. That's the freedom she wanted. It's just, I don't know.
Been following this situation, that Gypsy Rose was supposed to go to the Chiefs game.
Happy New Year.
This weekend. And she was fully planning on trying to meet Taylor Swift. I don't know what's going on through her head. I don't know what's going on through her weird husband's head. But they had it in their mind that they were going to the Chiefs game to meet Taylor Swift. How that was going to be possible, I don't know.
Right. Meet Taylor Swift. She offed her mom before her mom offed her. I feel so off about this case and her being free. After they finished, the boyfriend and her posted on her mother's Facebook that bitch is dead. I think she still hates her mother and regrets nothing. For those of us who grew up in a broken home, I think we can all agree that most people aren't as strong as others at the end of the day. For me, I went through the opposite of trauma when I was a kid. I don't believe that is a real voice. Does she get any grace? She got lots of grace. She got more grace than any of us would have gotten. That stuff could have been things other people sent her as gifts. Well, how many people get gifts in jail? I also do agree with him that I think treating her like celebrity is going to backfire. Yes. What happens when she's not getting the attention anymore? We inherited a super sense for train wrecks. He inherited, I know. That's her husband. Why do they look like siblings? I know. And I heard she wants to collaborate with Kim Kardashian. Please. Something is off with the... Well, yeah. People that idolize celebs are highly weird or are flippin' pathetic. How did she meet her husband? She met her husband while she was incarcerated, is my understanding, and they actually got married while she was.
But now, even though they already got their tickets, and even though they already got their plans together, the parole officer just kicked them out of the entire state of Missouri. Why? Well, I don't think parole officers like it when you get out of prison and you're in this transitioning phase, and in your first day out, you're already kind of, I don't want to say acting a fool, because she hasn't really done anything crazy, but she's been all around town, paparazzi following her, along with a camera crew that's filming a documentary that's supposed to come out soon. It's coming out soon, folks.
Using each other's lipsticks. Why wasn't she allowed to have boyfriends and freedom and be a normal adult? That's a good question. Gypsy has top 5 people she wants to meet. Taylor Swift, Jennifer Lopez, Granny's watching. I actually believed you for a minute. Maybe all these things she thinks will happen just shows how twisted up she really is. I don't know. She needs a reality check. That I agree. I just seen where Gypsy asked for Kim Kardashian help work with her on prison reform. Oh, please. Please. If she really wanted to do it for reform of prison, first off, she lived the best prison stint there could be. If she really cared about reform in prison, she would have left behind her commissary for the other people, first off. Secondly, she doesn't need rich-ass Kim Kardashian if she really wanted to do it for the right reasons.
So she's got a camera crew following her all around town. She's got paparazzi following her all around town. And now she has these weird fans, I guess you can call them. They're following her around town. She's stopping everywhere. She's taking photos like a celebrity, taking selfies with everyone.
Oh.
You know, coming up with these wild plans to meet Taylor Swift. And
to marry
within
Kanye.
the first day of her being out of jail, her location, her address, the address of her Airbnb was released online. She was doxxed. And people were showing up at her home or at the Airbnb, the rental home, you know, her vacation home, if you will. They're showing up, filming TikTok videos outside of the house.
I mean, it's all strange. All of it's strange. Facts.
And she is loving it. It's not like she doesn't like the attention. She is loving it. She is eating it all up. She is eating it all up. And folks, this is just the first couple of days. 2-3 days tops. And she gets kicked out of an entire state.
Kicked out of an entire state. She'll probably have one soon, if not already. Happy New Year, Barbara. Thank you. I want popcorn looking at that PC maker. I know. That looks good, don't it? I'm begging. I can't even get my kids to come to the movies with me. Jeez. I'm going to go by myself. This sick people need to ignore Gypsy Rose as she will continue to scam. She is not a hero. She is a scammer and a murderer. Her boyfriend should be released. I'm with you, Mrs. Jackson. I don't know about released, but she definitely groomed him. She was groomed by her mom's love attention, so I stand in love for attention. She does find her value in being loved for attention, for sure.
Well, let's go ahead and dive into this article and find out some more information.
Well, let me ask you this, Stevie, because I just said the same thing, right? She was taught that her value came on what attention she could get, right? Now, here's a question. If she's no longer the woman she was when she planned the unaliving of her mother, then she would also no longer be the woman that craves the attention. So is she reformed or is she not? Did she get the mental health help that she needed or did she not? I guess we'll find out in time, right? Look at the hubby wubby. No, I want to go see, well, what the latest, not the latest Willy Wonka, the one before that was kind of like a horror. It was really scary, actually.
Gypsy Rose has overstayed her welcome in Missouri post-prison. Because she's gotten the old in Missouri post-prison.
She even took the fucking pillow. The pillow. She took the pillow. Happy New Year, Doors. No, but if she's going to run a reform, you know, try to, whatever. Her husband is a teacher, yes. The pillow. She took the pillow. Who's taking the pillow? Gypsy's taking the pillow. Why are you taking the pillow? I don't know.
Because she's gotten the old get the F out of here from cops, dashing any hope of a Swiftie meetup for now. Sources say the recently released ex-con, who was cut loose into the wild Thursday from a state prison there in the area, was recently notified by her parole officer that she and her loved ones needed to get the hell out of Missouri. The reasoning behind this is a bit unclear, but what we do know is that Gypsy was told local law enforcement officials
she lived a superstar lifestyle in the prison. She had a whole cake. You're right. Canned sodas. She left the sink in the toilet. She needs souvenirs. Is that a real quote or are you being smart? Because I can't even tell. I wouldn't even doubt it being one. Social media on Insta, she couldn't wait to be free and famous. Right. She knew that when she got out, she was walking into fame. Right. She was probably allowed to have anything. Things I'm not on that side. She's an amazing person. I think she was abused. She also disobeyed things. I get exactly what you're saying. You're conflicted, as was I. But she's not capitalizing on her mom's murder. She's telling her victim story. Right. Maybe it was a My Pillow. Those things are a scam. We should. commissary. You got to be rich to be able to buy a pillow.
Spoke to the state's corrections unit and notified them they wanted her gone ASAP. We're told this might be because of security risks. Her continued.
Look at them idolizing her. 4 more days. I hope when Gypsy gets out of prison, she makes a TikTok because I'm so pumped to see her try new foods, new trends, and spill some tea on Dee and Nick. Really? The 2 lives that she took forever? You're excited to hear her spill some tea? And look how young this girl is. Guess what, sweetheart? She spilled tea for the entire time. She don't have nothing new to add. They idolize her.
Presence might present to the Kansas City area, where she's been hanging over the past 24 hours or so. It's true. Gypsy Rose has become a local celebrity during her brief time in town, taking photos with fans, stopping and chatting with paparazzi that have been hounding her. During the time she's been out behind bars.
Twerk contest at 11 p.m. Twerk contest for her release. It's insane.
Gypsy has most certainly drawn a hell of a lot of attention. In any case, sources say that Gypsy's heard him loud and clear and is currently on her way to her husband's home in Louisiana, which of course means she won't be at Sunday's Chiefs game. We're told that Gypsy is bummed about this development, and she and her hubby had plans to attend the game for a while now, with tickets in hand dating back months, and even some Chiefs merch ready to go that she got for Christmas. With that said, sources say that she gets it and she's still grateful to be free. Gypsy was hoping to meet Taylor Swift while at Arrowhead with a Hail Mary shout out that she hoped Taylor Swift would see. Of course, it was a long shot to begin with. Now, in terms of why Gypsy was allowed to roam around Kansas City to begin with, we're told it was due to the timing of her release, which led the Department of Corrections to allow her to stay overnight in town at an Airbnb where her family partied. So, this woman's only been out of jail for a few days, as I've mentioned. And here we already are. We already got this drama. We already got the parole officer kicking her out of the state.
You took a pillow for the ride to her hubby's. Look at his Cadillac. Is he rich? Well, they made a lot of money off this. She's a wacko, but he must be wanting as well to marry her. I see why Missouri kicked her out, although it will just happen somewhere else. So I'm looking this up. Allow you to give away commissary. I can't imagine a prison doesn't allow you to give away commissary. I can't find anything saying you can't give away commissary. I just can't see that being possible, that they can tell you that you can't give it away.
And she's already coming up with these plans.
Right.
A Hail Mary plan to try to get Taylor Swift's attention at the Chiefs game. How is she going to do that?
Because she's famous.
And also, this kind of lets you know her mind state. Her mind state seems to kind of be in the same place it was kind of before she went to jail. Thinking that, you know, how can I put it? I'm not trying to sound offensive.
Good morning, Summy.
But like these delusions of grandeur, like you just, you know, you're almost delusional like a little child. You just got out of jail for the death of your mother, and I understand that she went through some traumatic stuff. But think about how heavy that is. And your first couple of days out of jail, you're trying to plan a publicity stunt to try to get Taylor Swift's attention at a Chiefs game.
Right.
and you got a documentary crew following you around.
Right.
You know, it's a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely.
And someone mentioned in one of my videos about this that, you know, Gypsy Rose is kind of...
That, I don't think that was ever verified. I think that was a rumor.
Have always been used. She's been used to a certain, you know, amount of attention.
Yes.
Because when they were faking that she was sick and ill, and she was like this Make-A-Wish Foundation type of kid, you know what I mean?
Yep.
She was used to attention and stuff like that. And now, what is she going to do? That's my question. What is she going to do now to keep getting this attention?
Everything she can.
And the fact that she got out of jail and she's automatically got the camera crews following her. She's got people running up for photos. She's loving it. But it's going to go away. It's not going to be there forever. And when it wears off, what will Gypsy do next?
I don't think she's ever been mentally stunted or described as such. I think we should absolutely believe the Watts rumor.
To keep eyes on her.
Do you guys remember? I believe Laura was part of it. Do you guys remember when Molly and I think Laura was up there? They had that guy on panel and he was saying like the weird stuff about putting staplers into his peen hole. Do you guys remember that? Because she's causing havoc. That was gross. That guy was David. There was something wrong with David. You guys remember David from the Watts case? He claimed to have been a roommate or in the same prison as Chris Watts. And David was sick. That poor kid. There was something wrong with him. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, why are you guys allowing him to do this and say this? Couldn't believe it. No, the Watts case, a kid named David, young guy named David. He wasn't a kid. Yes. Recently made friends. Ugh. A lot of people befriended him. A lot of creators. That was gross. Actually, there was others involved, not just Armchair. Watching her. As Gypsy got mental health while in prison, if she needs it now, it should be a stipulation of her release.
Because now we've already set the standard, if you will. I don't know how to put it. I can't think of the right word right now. For some reason, I'm having a brain fart. But we've already set the standard for Gypsy.
We put her on a pedestal.
Now Gypsy we've given her a certain level of expectations.
Right. She thinks she's a celebrity. She's going to get Taylor Swift's attention. She's going to work with Kim Kardashian. You know, she thinks she's a celebrity. I can't believe how many people originated from him, Sumer. Ugh. Here it develops a completely unhinged substantive hatred for her, for attention and views. Weird as well. I can't with him. Sorry. Yeah.
So she's going to expect the cameras.
Yep.
She's going to expect the paparazzis.
Yep.
She's going to expect people running up to her.
Yep.
For selfies. She's going to expect people outside of her Airbnbs filming TikTok videos. She's going to expect a level of attention that's not going to be consistent unless she does stuff in order to get that attention. And my question is, what is she going to do next to get that attention? And how dangerous can that be? And we're not dealing with a normal 30-something-year-old woman here. In my opinion, we're dealing with a 30-something-year-old woman with the mind and the mentality of a teenager still. A woman who has not been allowed to grow. And it's not like she got out of prison and immediately, was able to figure out her own life and be able to experience life on her own. No, she's now under someone else.
A husband, though. I don't agree with him here. I think this is completely different. I don't agree with him here. Ryan and Gypsy. How cute. Just married. Aww. How weird.
This random dude that she married, which, by the way, I see people mentioning online, looks kind of like her mom, and can't get it out of my head, and now I am creeped out forever.
Look at that.
So Gypsy did this heinous act, brought someone.
I mean, even everything about them, the teeth, the lips, the color, the nose, the eyes, they're identical. This is weird. Her family's already warned her to stay away. And she's all bragging, I got all these new members on my Gypsy Rose Facebook page. Yeah, it's how you swooped us all in with the WAS case, pretending to have never heard before audio. Yeah, that's a creepy resemblance. You don't see it? Put a 1 in the chat if you see the resemblance. I'm curious how many can see it. Oh my gosh, I see it clear as day I see it. Her weirdly proportioned husband is not running the show. Lots of 1s. Yeah. I'm shocked you can't see it, Becky. That's all I see. Then we'll go on Jada Smith Roundtable, followed by a worldwide tour to be a spokesperson. Remove the glasses, you got the perfect twin. I agree. Her dad and stepdad are part of her life. The stepmom is promoting her book release. Of course. They want all that money too, honey. I see it more of Gypsy herself. They look like brother and sister. Yeah. You know, I often feel like after being married a while that husbands and wives start to look like each other. I see that a lot where I feel like they look like siblings. And then people really do start to their dogs. Like, I'm not even kidding. I see it often. He gets a Gene Fest thumb out. It looks like he's wearing lipstick. I don't know. It's very odd.
Else in on it to get rid of her mother, to get from under her mother. She goes to prison. She gets out of prison. And now she's automatically underneath some dude. And I don't mean that sexually. You know what I mean? But now she's underneath some dude. So who's to say that she doesn't feel trapped in this situation? And Gypsy being Gypsy, maybe she figures a way to get out of this situation with her husband that, may, land her back in jail, land her back in prison. But I don't want to take it that far. I don't think it's going to get that bad. But I do think that eventually we're going to see her start doing weird things for attention. If this spectacle continues the way that it started. Because we're off to a rocky start. We're off to the most horrible start that we could possibly have, or that Gypsy Rose could possibly have. And I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, well, money. It's money. She's going to get money. And yeah, who cares? She deserves the money. Man, whew. A lot of times, man, people don't need a lot of money. I know that may sound crazy, but when you put a lot of money in the wrong hands, the consequences are not always great.
The consequences are a popcorn machine, but not a razor. It's like, all right, sorry, I just had to say that. Her husband, she's living on the edge, drilling junkie, playing life and death out here. I didn't follow this, just heard. Was it really the mother? Huh? Now I'm like, does she just get to do whatever she wants? That's how I feel. Aren't they kind of standard, the stipulations? No, each person can get different stipulations. Just like she was ordered to leave Missouri. Blanchard was told by a parole officer that she and her family had to get out of Missouri. There's no official word on the decision for her exit, but local law enforcement officials spoke to the state correction unit and notified them they wanted her to leave to avoid any security issues due to her popularity. Has been ordered to leave the state. Gypsy had brought tickets to Sunday's Chiefs game and hosted a meet and Taylor Swift. New documentary titled The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard through the Lifetime Network. 3-night event that will touch on Blanchard helping plan the murder. I don't get it. I don't get it. Long distance family member, I wouldn't doubt it. I want to doubt it. I'm going to wrap it up too, Firefly. I appreciate all of you being here today. Happy 2024. Does anybody have any resolutions you plan on actually keeping? Because I don't. I don't. I've admitted to myself that I never keep my resolutions. Blew up her head. Gypsy, you're just so popular. You have to leave. You know what? You're probably right, Alicia. You're probably right. Shove to make hay while the sun shines. Lifetime has made bank. They sure have. I do treat people as they treat me this year. I like that. Southern Gale, diet. Okay. No resolution. Happy New Year, Miss L. I'm done with resolutions too. That's sadly true. Same, never keep them. Do the next right thing. I like that. Happy New Year, Connie. Nope. My only resolution is to be more creative. Nope, no resolution, only learn and live. I can't hold myself to do more. Witness Granny rise to the top. Oh, I don't want to be at the top of the VC, Gary, but I do appreciate your amazing support towards me. Thank you. I don't put pressure on myself. No resolutions. Nope, never keep them. Happy New Year, Allie. Trying to stop worrying so much. I don't do resolutions like set myself up for failure the first month. Do better, be better. But I try that every day. Sasha, you as well. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Layla. Thought that Alicia probably thought. I really enjoy watching and listening to your channel. Nice to meet everyone. Have a good New Year to everyone. Adam Harris, welcome. Thank you. Nope, zero resolution except scare other squirrels out of chats. Squirrel. Back to work tomorrow. I'm so thankful the kids are off again. Well, only Jace now. Off tomorrow. I don't want to go back to school. Oh, Jinx, I'm sorry. You as well, Tater. Happy New Year. I think you're the only Tater I'd ever allow back in my chat. You're a special one. Happy New Year to you as well, Nikki. I'm going on a diet, but not for New Year's. I just have to lose the peppermint ice cream pounds from this peppermint ice cream. I'm a huge ice cream person, but I've never had peppermint ice cream. Love ice cream, though. Oh, Jack knows you. You got to go back tomorrow, too. I can change at any moment. I don't need a calendar to make changes. Facts. WW4 was happening across the street last night. The fireworks were crazy. I like that, Gary. Next 6 months on checks if you write checks. Yeah. 3 days off tomorrow. Back in my big brown truck on my route. Oh, well, you are very appreciated, Mark. On Wednesday, Connie. I know. I hate it so. Chocolate chip has to be the green kind. I love chocolate chip ice cream as well. Mint chocolate chip. Anti-KJ. I like with the little shaped. I like it with the shaved chips. That's my favorite. 7 bags of chips, 2 plates cookies, box popcorn, fairies, jar candies. Oh, I love that. Oh, that sounds so good. All right, everybody. It's time to go force my child to go to the movies with me. I've only been trying to beg and plead for 3 days now. I'm going to have to buy them like V-Bucks or something just to go with me. That's what makes me sad. They get older. They just, I can't be bothered with you anymore. I love all ice cream too. I do not discriminate against ice cream. Love it all. All right, everybody. Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2024. Thank you for spending the day with us. If you haven't, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope if you did make resolutions, you stick to them. I wish you all the best of luck in every resolution you have made. Roblox, he loves Roblox too. I want to see the new Willy Wonka, but I haven't seen the Hunger Games yet either. I hope this year brings everybody good luck, good health, and good all things. Happy New Year.